Hey guys, what we have here is a very early 1970s KDK 16-inch oscillating table fan. Now I got this fan this past summer along with two other fans, which I haven't done a video of yet, but I will eventually. But this was kind of the crown jewel of the bunch because it really caught my eye, you know, the big blue blades and the widely spaced grills, all the good things you get out of 70s fans. So I had to have it. And here it is. This is the before restoration video of it. And at first glance it may look like it's in really nice condition, but it's not until you get a closer look at it and then you'll realize one major flaw with it. So if you look right there, there's actually a pretty large chunk broken off of the blades. Or one of the blades, which kind of sucks. It's very, it's not until you notice it, once you notice it you can't unsee it because it's such a big flaw. And it unfortunately it does hinder the fan's operation. It shakes quite a bit. So I'm going to have to try to see if I can locate a replacement blade or try to fix that somehow, visually and, you know, balance wise. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this fan in this video and eventually we'll get it cleaned up and hopefully running like new again. So this makes it the first KDK fan to enter my collection. For some reason I don't really see these fans around a whole lot, especially where I am. Maybe it's my luck, or just the area that I live in. Maybe they're not too abundant around here. So needless to say, when I saw this fan I was pretty stoked because not only is it a pretty nice KDK in pretty good shape, you could argue and say, but I had a chance to buy it, so of course I pulled the trigger and got it. And I actually didn't even notice the broken blade until I brought it home. That's how stoked I was when I first saw it. So, well, here it is. This is the before restoration video, like I said. Oops, I think I might have hit the mic. So we'll take a closer look at it and we'll do a brief test run. I don't really want to let the fan shake around and dance off of this little makeshift table that I've got going on here. So let's get to that. Alright, well here it is up close and personal for you. It really is a beautiful fan. A lot of these 70s fans were kind of not really ornate, but they had some design elements that really gave them some vibrance that the later fans did not. So here's the badge on it. It's a beautiful chrome badge with this KDK logo. This is actually a raised lettering around here, and it's in fantastic condition. Really, really nice. It's got a typical Japanese style matte silver grill. I believe Sanyo also used that. And the blue blades, of course, you can't miss it. They need to be cleaned, but I really like the shade of blue that this has. And a pointed edge. Here is the other good blade. And there's this one. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly there. Let me see if I can focus on that. Come on, there we go. Big old chunk taken out of there. I'm not sure what would have caused that. Maybe someone stuck like a pencil or something through the front and chipped the end. So that really sucks. Is that in focus? Yeah. So that's unfortunate. So I'm going to have to see if I can either find a replacement blade or somehow remedy this. I think it'll be a pretty tough task to fix that. But well, we'll see what challenge I can tackle. Clips to hold the grills on. It's fairly widely spaced, you can easily reach in there and reach the blades. And here is the base, which is kind of plain, but at the same time it has a nice sleek look to it. The base plate's in really, really nice condition. No dents or anything. A little dusty, and it's got this interesting markings on it, but looks great overall. So this is the KDK Full Automatic Custom Deluxe Fan. What a name. So I'm not sure what this really signifies. It does have the 5-way oscillation, which I'll show you in a bit. Maybe that makes it a custom deluxe full automatic fan. Who knows. Typical 70s square push button controls. I love the clunk that this has. Nice and satisfying. Plastic's a little bit yellowed, but all things considered, not too bad. I believe some of the rubber feet are missing, so I'll have to see if I can source new ones. Also, this fan is old enough that it has a metal lower base cover, which is pretty cool. And that's actually not the only metal cover that it has. Let me show you the back of it. And here's the back slash the side. Looks really nice. Now this spoke right here needs some attention. It's just kind of bent out of shape. Thankfully the weld is still intact, so I'll carefully push this back into its correct form. There's the broken blade once again. That hurts to look at. So like I said, the lower base cover here is metal, but the motor housing is also metal, which is really cool. This is actually the only modern style oscillating fan that's not an antique that has metal housing in my collection. Yeah, all the rest are either plastic or antiques, so that's really cool. Very, very robust construction. There's a plastic wing nut for the tilt adjustment. Now this fan actually has a huge counterweight in the housing there. You can actually see it through the vents to balance the head, and also the neck joint is spring loaded, so that way when you loosen it, the fan head won't just come crashing down, which is very clever. Nice stout handle up here, and it has a cord, very 70s style. Actually, does that say Kawasaki on there? I think it does. So this is actually the same cord as the one that's on my what is it, the big 16-inch super fan. It also has a Kawasaki cord, but it's a gray color. And I believe the mold is still the same though. So a similar era fan, which is pretty cool. Let's take the fan onto its side and see what's underneath. So here's what lies beneath the fan. You can see actually two of the rubber feet are missing completely, just with some residue left behind. And the rest are no good. Look at that, they're completely swollen and flattened. So I'll definitely have to replace them. Thankfully they're just screwed on, so I can pop this out and put new ones on with ease. Now here's the information, which is what we're all looking for. This nice nameplate here. It's an AC electric fan, model 40 ACS, 0.9 amps. Wow, that's a pretty substantial motor. And made in Japan. I'd love to see that. So there's no clear indication of where or what year this fan was made in. But like I said, I'm gonna have to assume early 70s, if not the late 60s. So now let's give it a quick test run. Alright, so without further ado, let's give it a quick test. I'm going to stand by just in case something goes wrong. I think the motor also needs to be oiled, so it's a bit sluggish. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. So as you can see, it's dancing quite a bit, which is not what you want to see on a fan. So there's low. It works though. Here's a medium. We'll go through the medium and high relatively quickly. The switch is a little funky. Actually, it seems like on medium it's shaking less than it was on low. And it's quieter. But man, these fans are powerful. The super steeply pitched blades and the powerful motor combined, they just move out a really, really impressive amount of air. And this is only on medium, and it's moving a ton of air. And for a short time, let's kick it up to high, see what it does. Yeah, the switch is a little weird. Alright, I think that's enough for now. So as you can see, it runs great, just needs some work with the blades and and some oiling. Honestly, it's not even that badly seized up. Usually these Japanese-made fans they're notorious for having stiff bearings, but this one doesn't seem to be too bad. So one of the common features that these Matsushita fans have is what's called a five-way oscillation. So if you look carefully in there, there's a little red indicator that points down onto the neck. And the neck has 5 different positions that you can click onto, and currently it's in the center position, but you can also move it 2 positions to the left, and same with on the right. And basically what that allows is for you to set 4 additional center points of oscillation either way on left and right side. So when you set it to, for example, this position, that's the new center point, and the fan will oscillate evenly around that point. Which, in my opinion, is kind of a gimmick because you can simply just turn the fan's base around and achieve the same effect, but I don't know, it's kind of a cool feature, I guess you could argue and say. So actually, let's give you guys a quick demonstration of that while I have the fan here. So if we pop the oscillation on, and we'll set it to low, I guess, just for the sake of the demonstration here. You can see it will oscillate. Actually, let's go with medium. So, as you can see, the fan is oscillating around its center point, as usual. So this is the normal oscillation mode. But if we move the fan 1 position to the right, in this case, let's do that. So as you can see, the indicator moved over. We engage the oscillation once again. And now, wherever that arrow is, that is the new center point. So the fan will go further to the right than it does to the left. And you can take it to the extremes by putting it all the way over like that. And now the fan will go all the way from basically 90 degrees to the right, all the way to pretty much center. So, yeah, that's basically the demonstration of the 5-way oscillation. You can do the same thing over to the left if you wanted to. So let me bring it back to the front like that, and shut it off. So kind of an interesting feature, interesting concept. Not particularly useful in my opinion, but it's kind of one of the defining key features on these Japanese fans. So anyways, that is the early 70s KDK 16-inch oscillator. A really nice fan, definitely happy to have it. I just wish the blade was not broken. Hopefully we'll be able to address that in a future video, whether it's a new blade or I come up with a method to fix that. Because I do want to get it looking better, you know, try to mend the giant chunk that's missing there, but at the same time also fix the balance. So we'll see what I come up with. But anyways, and that's going to wrap up this video. Keep an eye out for the 2023 fan collection videos, which are only a few weeks away, as well as some additional Christmas themed videos. I still have to do that tour around the house and the train layout for this year. So that'll be coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. So that's going to be it for this one, so thanks for watching guys, and as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.